Right guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation to the classic 2-card Monte with a handling variation. I'm glad it fooled a few of you. For this version you will need a 9 of spades, a top of the box gaff and a 9 of spades. You do need a duplicate card. Right, the 9 of spades, the duplicate card, which is going to be on the bottom, you're going to pre-sign this card. So make sure whatever you write on this is not too elaborate, because you need to write it again and it look very, very similar. So you're going to write, maybe you could just write your initials on this or something. I'm not going to write right now because I don't want to spoil too many cards, but you know what I'm saying. Put a signature on this card. This card goes on the bottom of the deck. You will then place your top of the box gaff on top of the deck, followed by your other 9, your unsigned 9. That will go on the top of that. This can all go into the box. Right, let me just take these extra cards out of there. They're just other cards I've been using. Right, let me just show you something. You do need a Sharpie, so make sure you've got a pen. You're going to take all the cards out of the box, do the box up and put it aside. You're not going to use the box to do a swipe in a minute, but you're going to deposit the cards in a second. I mean, you don't even need to use the top of the box gaff if you want, but I quite like the idea that I can show the deck at the end to show that there is not a duplicate card. So right, spectators got a free choice of any card. Obviously they can't pick the top 2 cards or the bottom card. So maybe you could dribble the cards down and say, cool, let's stop. But you just need to make them choose any other card than the top 2 and the bottom one. So let's say they take out this card. Get them to sign this card. While they're signing it, you'll get a pinky pull down on the bottom card. You'll turn it into a thumb break or keep it as a pinky break for a minute and just hold it there while they're signing this card. When they've signed the card, you're going to turn it into a thumb break on the back. Swing cut the top portion of cards, which is where your duplicate is. Pick up their card and just make a note that you got them to sign this card so that they know it's unique and it is the same card when they see it again. You're just going to turn this over, deposit in the pre-signed 9 of spades. So you've signed this card. Put your hand out for me, or put your hand on it for me. You've now switched out the card because their card is here. This is your pre-signed 9 now. You can drop this packet on here, but maybe don't square it up, because that will give you a chance to square up the deck, grab a break above your gimmick and their card and your other 9, double undercut it back to the top. You could even then do a fake shuffle if you want and say, I'm just going to use this card, the 9 of spades. Now basically you've just done a double lift then, because their signed Queen of Clubs is under your 9 of spades. But like I've said in the past, because we have this top of the box hard card here, getting a double lift, you don't even need to think about it, it just happens. So you're going to sign this, remembering it needs to look the same as this card that's actually on the table, the other 9. Sign this card, turn it over and then place this on the table. This is what I mean by now you can just put the deck, we'll get rid of the cards, we don't need the rest of them. Put those cards aside. You don't even ever need to go back to those cards. But if you do, the spectator does want to look through the cards, you can give them the cards to look through, because the top of the box gaff will have stolen that other 9, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Now you can do any sort of change you want. I just wiped the card because my card is now your signed card and your card is now my card. So that's how I did it, guys. Super easy, super simple. We'll just run through it again quickly. Pre-signed 9 on the bottom, top of the box gaff, unsigned 9 on the top. Spectators got a free choice of any card. Let's say they have this one, the Ace of Hearts. Get them to sign the card. Right, I've got you to sign the card so we know it's unique, so when you see it again it is the same card. If you can just put your hand on top of it for me, double undercut all that back to the top, maybe give it another fake cut if you want. And I'm just going to use this card, the 9 of spades. I'm going to write my name on the 9. Get rid of the cards a second, we don't need those. With a little tap, your card turns into, my card turns into your card, and your card turns into my card. What the hell? You're using duplicates, Gaffer, am I? Hang on a minute, have a look for me. See if you can find another 9 of spades in there then, kid. So comment, subscribe, like, guys, and come back tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers. In fact, somebody said, can you do this trick, Gaffer, without a duplicate card? And yes, you can. Another variation. So maybe I'll show you that in a few days. So that is the signed 2-card Monte, but without a duplicate to come. Cheers.